in this video. Has Bitcoin already confirmed a bear market for the long term? And today we are going to talk about a lot of things on what we need to watch out now within the next few days. At the same time, we are going to tell you and understand what is our final strategy for this Bitcoin move. Well, stay tuned to know more. Do you want to learn the strategy that I use for my day-to-day trading? Then make sure to check out our Gaps Crypto 101 playlist. You can start learning how to trade in the cryptocurrency market all for free, and the link is available in the description down below. And if you want to start opening an account with any crypto trading platform, make sure to trade this guys with PHEMEX and BYBIT, as they have one of the lowest fees possible in the cryptocurrency market. And if you use our affiliate links, you can get up to 20,000 US dollars of bonuses when you are going to deposit with those trading platforms, and the links are available in the description down below. So now let's dive into this video. So hi guys, and welcome back to another Gabs cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out videos like this. So yeah, let's now dive into this video, and the main thing which I wanted to discuss for tonight is actually if we are now already confirming a bear market. And when I say a bear market, like a massive correction for the long term. And because right now it's already almost the end of the week, it's actually just roughly 2.5 days left before we see the weekly candle close. And as what I've been telling you guys, the weekly candle close is a very crucial thing to monitor here with the latest Bitcoin price action, because we are following a very critical support trend when it comes to the weekly time frame. But yeah, before diving into that, I want to discuss first regarding what I just also noticed with the current Bitcoin price action. So I've been actually been watching different types of analysis all throughout the week. Of course, I've been watching all the bullish scenarios. I've also been watching all the bearish scenarios as well. But for today, I would like to discuss first this thing that I have noticed, which some of the analysis that I've been watching discussed, and that is how the trend lines and how the current and previous corrections have been playing out with the Bitcoin price action. So let's start first with the first correction for the current bull market. You would find that we saw this first correction here, the Bitcoin bull market. And as you can see, the lowest point never broke the previous high of the Bitcoin price action. So take note of this. This is a main critical thing which we need to monitor, because the previous movement, Bitcoin did not break that previous high. And in fact, we just barely touched that previous high, and we did not create a much lower low. But as you can see, in the next pump that we have seen with the current bull market, we have seen Bitcoin also made another correction. But as you can see, this correction did not break the previous high, and that has contained and still maintained the Bitcoin bull market structure. However, in the latest Bitcoin movement, you would now find that right now, this current this current correction that we have been seeing with the Bitcoin price action has now broken the previous high of this Bitcoin price action. So in that case, this could have already indicated that we have now already broken the bull market structure. So if this is already confirmation for the bull market structure, then of course this would indicate that right now it should be a massive sell short position. But wait a minute guys, before you open into any short position trades, I need you to watch the whole full video, because we have to talk about the strategy on how we are going to take advantage of this trade. And let's also dive in with the other potential bullish scenario, because right now this is in the daily time frame, right? And we have been following that structure. But if you're going to look at the stochastic RSI, especially in the daily time frame, you would have find that right now we have now actually started forming a bullish cross with the stochastic RSI. So in that case, because as you can see, those previous Bitcoin movements following the stochastic RSI have been very accurate when it comes to determining a bullish or bearish reversal. However, despite of the recent dump that we have seen with the Bitcoin price action, the stochastic RSI in the daily time frame has been indicating a potential bullish reversal. So right now, even if we have seen the Bitcoin structure breaking down already, we have to take note of this also potential bullish scenario wherein it might get a rebound. But the main thing here is this stochastic RSI in the daily time frame will just determine only the intra market cycle volatility, which is just for the daily time frame, and it will not actually, it does not give you a very clear picture for the bigger time frame. So that's why I also want to show you guys the weekly time frame, because in the weekly time frame right now, Bitcoin has now actually formed, or actually is just about to form, a potential bullish cross with the stochastic RSI in the weekly time frame. So traditionally, if you can follow this Bitcoin movement, the previous times wherein we had those bullish cross, Bitcoin went to the upside. So similar with what we have been seeing here with the Bitcoin price action, it has accurately followed this bullish cross for the Bitcoin price action. So does this mean that you have to close your short position already, especially the long-term short position? Not not for now, because I also want to discuss a lot of things here, and that is the bull market structure. So right now, what we need to also consider here is these bullish stochastic RSI cross, both in the daily and the weekly time frame, they have always been valid provided that Bitcoin is above the 50-week moving average. And as you can see, in the previous Bitcoin movement, we have seen those bullish crosses wherein Bitcoin was above the 50-week moving average. And then right now, as you can see, Bitcoin is about to form a potential bullish cross. However, the main difference here is we are right now about to close a candle below the bull market support band, or which is the 50-week moving average. So right now, if let's say we are going to see a candle close, if let's say on Monday at 8 a.m. Philippine time, if this candle close has formed a candle close below the support line, then what could potentially happen is this bullish stochastic RSI cross could get invalidated. And if this gets invalidated, then of course we can see Bitcoin go to the downside. So right now, we still have at least 2.5 days for us to see Bitcoin to close above the 50-week moving average, which is roughly playing around the 103,000 US dollars already. And as you can see, this support area wherein we mentioned in the daily time frame is actually ranging around the 105,000 US dollars. So roughly, Bitcoin needs to hold around 105,000 US dollars in order for us to say that we are still in a long-term bull market. But right now, as you can see, it's currently 99,000 US dollars. If we are going to stay within this area of the 99,000 US dollars within the next few days, then this, I believe, is going to confirm a Bitcoin bear market. So with that being said, how will our strategy be for the long term here with the Bitcoin price action, and how are we going to trade this long term bear market? So if let's say we do see a candle close here, which which is actually, it has to be a miracle if let's say we want to see a candle close, because it's just roughly 2 days. If we want to see Bitcoin close above this area, it's just roughly 2 days left before we see this candle close. So that's actually a very uh ambitious thing for us to see if Bitcoin wants to go back to that bull market support band. But yeah, if we see Bitcoin create a candle close here, the main thing that we have to take note is, number one, if you have a short position already open, just like what I did, if you already have a Bitcoin long-term short position open by around, let's say, 109 or 114,000, let's say your entry price was around this area, then of course you don't have to touch anything with that short position. Not unless if let's say Bitcoin made a candle close above the 105,000 US dollars. If this candle close above the 105,000 US dollars, then of course I think at that point we have to temporarily close partially our short position. So take note, if the candle closes below the support line, we don't touch our trade. You can add more position, but right now, if you want to add more position, I'll be discussing that in a bit. But if let's say this closes above 105,000 US dollars, then we have to close partially our short position, and then we are going to reassess the next move. Now the next thing is, if you don't have any short position open, then what should you be doing right now with the Bitcoin price action? So the main answer with that is dollar cost average strategy. And DCA is actually always the best thing to do if you are not sure with the Bitcoin price action movement. So when we are going to do a DCA strategy, if let's say you have, let's say, around 50,000 pesos of capital wherein you want to invest here with the Bitcoin price action, or let's say you have around $1,000 of capital wherein you want to put in as a short position, what I would suggest is you put half of those money. Let's say $1,000, you only put $500, you open a short position for $500 only, open a partial long short position at the current market price, and then what you need to do is you have to set the remaining amount, the remaining 500, maybe around the 106,000 and 111,000 or 112,000. And why am I saying that you have to do a DCA strategy, and why not go all in at the current price level? Because right now, if let's say we have seen this candle close here with the Bitcoin price action, well, let's say we have now formed a candle close below, and this has confirmed the bear market. The next confirming sign where we usually confirm a bear market is a what we call a dead cat bounce. And a dead cat bounce is wherever Bitcoin is going to try to recover after a breakdown of the market structure. What Bitcoin will usually do is will try to make a recovery, and this is actually the last time. If you have a long position open, that's going to be the last time wherein you can close your long position, and that's actually a good time to add more to your short position. So what would happen at this point is, if initially you have opened a short position at the 99,000 US dollars, and then you have added more short position to 113,000 US dollars, then your average entry price is going to be 106,000 US dollars. And then either way, if let's say we have seen Bitcoin breaking to the downside, you would have seen that you are already in 26% of profits. And if let's say you are going to use 3x leverage, which is a very low leverage, you would find that you are already 78% in profits already with that single move alone, following a proper DCA strategy. So yeah, right now that is what I am going to do with the Bitcoin price action. I already have a short position open, and then let's say I want to add more money to my short position, then this is what I'm going to do. So I would be since I already have a short position opened, let's say I have another $500 which I want to reinvest again. What I would do is the $250 of that 500, I will use it to buy at the current market price. So I will add more at the current market price with just half of the $500, and then the remaining 250 is going to be added as a sell short limit around maybe 112 to 114, so that in case we see a dead cat bounce, we can also capture that price as well. And does it strictly have to be just a 50-50% DCA strategy? Not actually. What you can also do is you can just use 30% to buy at the current market price, then another 30% at 102, another 30% at the 108, then the remaining amount is going to be at the higher peaks, so that you would be able to take advantage all of those Bitcoin price action whenever that we are going to see that dead cat bounce. Now, those are only going to be possible if we see a candle close below the 50-week moving average, which is right now. It's still too early to tell because we are still 2 days away from this candle close. And take note, guys, if you want to take advantage of this next big trade, make sure to trade this, guys, with BYBIT, because they have one of the lowest Bitcoin trading fees. And take note, you can find all of my sign up links in the description down below. You would find that I also have BYBIT, I have Binance, I have Crypto.com, MEXC, PHEMEX, BingX, a lot of platforms wherein you can claim of up to 3,000 US dollars of bonus if you are going to use my sign up link. And of course, there I also have a cash in tutorial which you can also check, as well as on how to trade with BYBIT step by step. Uh, All of those links are available, guys, in the description down below. But anyway, that's all the update for the time being. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.